My name is Sammy Chien. I am from Vancouver in Canada, and I'm an interdisciplinary performance and media artist, creator, director, mentor, performer, and lots of things that are unfolding in our new multifaceted of exploration right now. Yeah.
My name is MacCaull. I'm using multidisciplinary artist right now. I primarily work with new media technology as well as performance art and movement, experimental movement. And yeah, similarly, how it continues to unfold is ever changing. Yes, it is. It's our first time here. It's our first time in Riga. It's our first time in Latvia.
The work is called Inner Summerlimity, and it's actually a sister project of our previous project called We Were One, which is still under development right now. It came from a story where we met and we realized that there was really a lot of steep and tumultuous kind of a journey when we met together, and we realized we have the same soul from past life through spiritual teachers and teachings. And for that moment, it was kind of an explosion of our whole life, arriving through all the struggle, the light and darkness of that day, when we realized we have the same soul. And then we know that we have a lot of story we need to share with people. You know, it connects with mental health, with spiritual judgment, prejudice against like different skin color, gender, and politics that's going on in the world.
We're doing a lot of research over the last 4 years, actually. It's a long time of research for this project and how it's transformed. But we've been doing a lot of research, visiting different temples and different churches and understanding the complexities and nuances of those different spaces and the similarities as well. And so we were really interested in how often spirituality, specifically in North America, is viewed in one way, very maybe airy-fairy, but the realness of what actually is happening and what people are cultivating through community is much more raw, and it's much more, it has shadows. And we really wanted to showcase that through our research and through our work, and see what it means for us both to be on stage together, the way that we appear, and how to explore even going into trance states on stage and performing that as art, and what that feels like and looks like, and how the audience can maybe perceive feelings and sensations that dance might not always transmit in the same way. Yeah, it's less about the choreography and the way, but more about the experience and more about the feelings that people might feel when they're witnessing the work, and how we can feel like more connected to one another.
Yeah. And I really like the audience know this is a real, authentic practice. It's not just a show. It's an indoor set, like it's not a performance, it's like a multimedia space, and we're trying to adapt it to make it work. So it's challenging us as a performance artist that works in theater very often to rethink about how do we work in this theatrical space that is non-theatrical. And then we were really, I was stuck a little bit thinking, okay, how can we remount the work in this new space now? to make sure I was trying to abandon a lot of idea, and then Caroline really wanted to make sure the technology, the projection, because we're using projection as shadow as well, and the shadow were interacting in certain ways. So we did go through some dramaturgical process already, then to really adapt it, you want to make sure there is enough of balance, the things you're not giving up. So there is a lot more crafting that we try to do also in that space. And this one is completely different space, and then it was more Caroline's idea, wanted to do work with the mirror, and then I just saw that long hallway. It's so small. It's like almost like a little tiny church with the little windows, and felt sacred. And I was like, we can bring this idea of sacred into a very little space, and it felt like a place where we can start the journey, and really let the space speak. I think it feels nice to let go of some of the control.
Yeah, I also think because the work here was with the other pieces before and after, it felt like more in dialogue with the other artists as well, and part of this longer journey of different kind of cultural experiences that we're having together while here in Latvia. I think that's all that we can do as artists, is to share and to hope to inspire others to access new ways of working.
That's true.